All right, today we're going to talk about something that's, well, it's a huge shift in how we think about our homes. And it's changing everything from how we invest to how we actually find a place to live.
So, to kick things off, I've got a question for you. And it might sound a little weird. What on earth do hot honey and your next home have in common? Yeah, I know. Just stick with me on this one.
Well, the answer is a whole lot more than you think. You see, just like our tastes are changing, we're all about these new, bold flavors like sweet and spicy hot honey now, right? Our expectations for our homes are changing too. We're looking for something new, something innovative.
And that idea is the perfect jumping-off point for our first section here. Home is where the hot honey is. We're going to look at how that craving for innovation, which we see everywhere in the food world, is showing up in some really creative new solutions in real estate.
So what is this new model? At its heart, it's this really cool blend of real estate, technology, and just sheer convenience. And it's built to help out two very specific groups, property owners and, of course, modern renters.
Okay, let's break that down. First up, the property owners. We're calling this part the owner's perfect recipe because it's all about a brand new co-investment model that's really shaking things up for property owners, especially in places like Bangladesh.
The idea here is actually pretty simple, but wow, is it effective. Imagine you're an owner with an empty, unused apartment. Instead of it just sitting there, you partner with a management service. They come in, they furnish it, they market it, they manage it, and they turn it into this consistent, totally hands-off stream of income for you. And the best part? It's a real partnership. They usually take a slice of the rental income, which means their goal is exactly the same as yours. Keep that place booked and looking amazing.
And for the owners, the benefits are, well, they're huge. We're talking about taking something that could be a headache and turning it into a solid, reliable asset. And it often boosts your rental income way beyond what you'd get the old-fashioned way. So, what are the big four? First, you can stop stressing about vacancies. Second, you get that consistent cash flow. Third, it is a completely hands-off investment. And fourth, the whole system is built on trust and transparency. It's a game changer.
And this slide just lays it out so clearly. Look at the difference. On the left, you've got the old way, all the classic landlord headaches, right? Trying to find good tenants, the hassle of furnishing, those late-night calls about a leaky faucet, and always worrying about vacancies. Now look at the right, the new way. You've got professional marketing, beautiful move-in ready apartments, full service management, and a seamless partnership. It's just a whole different world.
Okay, so that's the owner side. But what about the renters? Let's flip the coin and look at their experience. This section is five-star living served daily, and it's all about creating these hassle-free homes for today's renters, whether they're expats, families, or people traveling for business.
For renters, this is just a massive win. Finding a fully serviced, comfortable home that's ready to go from the second you walk in, it's never been easier. And this is all made possible by this whole ecosystem of connected platforms. You've got services that help owners list their places, and then you have sites that act like a front door for renters, offering everything from a quick business trip stay to a long-term home for the family. So you're not just renting an apartment. You're getting a complete, managed living experience right from day one.
So what does that managed living experience actually mean in practice? Well, think about this. 24/7 security, high-speed Wi-Fi that actually works, smart TVs, modern appliances, air conditioning, and the whole place is fully furnished. All you literally have to do is show up with your suitcase. That's it.
You know, there's a quote I came across that just nails this perfectly. It's like a deconstructed meal. All the best parts presented perfectly with none of the work. And that's exactly it, isn't it? You get to enjoy this amazing premium experience without having to deal with any of the hard work behind the scenes.
So, you might be wondering, how does all this work so smoothly for both the owners and the renters? Well, that brings us to our next section, the digital secret sauce. We're going to talk about how technology is the key ingredient making this whole thing feel so effortless.
Honestly, technology is the engine that makes this entire model go. And it's so much more than just a website for booking. These digital platforms create a totally frictionless experience. For an owner, it might be a dashboard where you can track your earnings and see occupancy rates in real time. For a renter, it's a central hub where you can manage your stay, ask for housekeeping, or even order groceries from integrated partners. These platforms handle literally everything, from helping you find the place to making sure the fridge is stocked for your arrival.
And this really breaks down just how simple it's become. The whole moving in experience now is basically just 3 steps. 1, you get online, browse, and pick the home you want.
2, you click a button to book your stay. And 3, you just settle in instantly. Gone are the days of complicated logistics and endless paperwork.
So, where is all of this going? For our final section, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. We're calling this a new menu for modern life. Because this isn't just about apartments anymore. It's about being able to design the lifestyle you actually want.
And if we can bring back that food metaphor one last time, it's useful to think of our homes now as being like creative pizza bases. We don't want the same old thing everyone else has. We want a solid foundation, sure, but we want to be able to add our own unique toppings, the services and amenities that actually fit our lives.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. If your home could be as customizable as your pizza, what toppings would you add? It's a really interesting question to think about as we move into this super flexible new way of living.